Hi, Aslo Recaps here. Today I'm going to explain superhero film called Spider-Man 2. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notification in less than 5 seconds. You got it? Alright, click the like button too and let's get started. 2 years after assuming the identity of Spider-Man, Peter Parker has broken off relationships with his closest friend Harry Osborn and his love interest Mary Jane Watson. He has also learned that his Aunt May is in danger of being evicted. His power loss is brief but persistent, and it frequently occurs in dire circumstances. Otto Octavius, a nuclear scientist who befriends and mentors Peter, is working on a fusion power project, and Harry, who is now in charge of Oscorp's genetic and scientific research section, is funding it. Octavius uses a harness of strong robotic tentacle limbs with artificial intelligence to handle dangerous materials. Peter and Harry are present at a public protest when a power surge leads to the fusion reactor becoming unstable. When Octavius doesn't turn off the reactor, it goes into meltdown, murdering his wife and destroying the inhibitor chip that was keeping his nervous system's arms from firing. Peter succeeds in stopping the trial while posing as Spider-Man. Doctors are getting ready to operate to remove Octavius' harness at a facility. Without the inhibitor chip, the arms have developed sentience and will kill the doctors to protect themselves. Octavius then seeks safety in a port. He chooses to try his experiment again and robs a bank to pay for it after becoming corrupted by the AI of the arms. The expert is known as Dr. Octopus by the Daily Bugle. The son of Bugle publisher J. Jonah Jameson and astronaut John Jameson get engaged. Peter experiences an emotional breakdown due to his failure to maintain balance in his life, and the stress causes him to lose his abilities. He gives up being Spider-Man, goes back to his regular existence, and makes an effort to make amends with Mary Jane. Additionally, he tells Aunt May the real reason behind Uncle Ben's passing. Aunt May pardons him, but Peter is troubled by the increase in violence in the city. Octavius sees Harry to make a request for the isotope tritium, which he needs to power his reactor. Harry consents in trade for Spider-Man, whom he still holds accountable for the demise of his father. Harry thinks that Peter is a friend of Spider-Man, so he instructs Octavius to look for Peter, but he warns him not to hurt Peter. Octavius finds Peter, instructs him to find Spider-Man, and apprehends Mary Jane. Peter's powers return as a result of her peril, and he pursues Octavius. They tumble onto a New York City subway train as they struggle. In order to stop the train from derailing, Octavius sabotages it, leaving Peter to do so while taking a heavy bodily toll. The now weakened Peter is captured by Octavius and given to Harry. Harry is about to murder Spider-Man when he is startled to see Peter behind the mask. Harry is persuaded by Peter to set their disagreement aside and lead him to Octavius' hideout. They fight once more as the metropolis is threatened by the nuclear reaction. In order to further the greater good, Peter exposes his identity and persuades Octavius to give up on his dream. In order to end the trial, Octavius sacrifices himself and orders the tentacles to follow him. Peter claims that the reason they cannot be together is because Mary Jane recognizes his real identity. Harry's father appears to him in a mirror and begs him to exact revenge for his passing, but Harry declines to harm Peter. Harry breaks the mirror out of anger, accidentally exposing a hidden room that houses his father's Green Goblin tools. Mary Jane rushes to Peter's apartment after leaving John at the altar on her wedding day. They smooch, and then they hear police sirens. Mary Jane urges him to go lend a hand as Spider-Man. And that was how the movie ended.